Salute everybody. Oh, we got a bunch of people already in here, man. Salute everybody. I'm back. Fred White. Tales from the Pen. Today I felt like doing a live edition. But let me shout out everybody who's in here already. E-Love, Matt Reese, Stone the guitarist. I see you've been writing a lot of my comments. Salute. Corbin Clark, Calvin Jones, appreciate it. Young Wise. What's going on? Former E-Bear. Yeah, I was gonna do a video today, and you know, things just got caught up. The dude got caught up in some things, and so did I. So I said, why not come on live? Big Rich, Dan Rose is in the house. Salute Dan Rose. She wasn't feeling well, but now she's feeling a little bit better. So yeah, I felt like coming on here, vibing a little bit. Nick Henry, I see you. Nick Henry's gonna do an interview with me soon too. Nick Henry is gonna be one of a kind though. Nick Henry, right there in the chat. He's he was the ex-corrections officer. So we gonna chop it up so you know we can get his point of view. You know what I mean? Salute to Nick Henry. I see you, man. Cool Pie, what's up? Oh, Chill Will. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate you, man. Chill Will 36612. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. Nick Henry, MBC certified. That's right. Wait, MSNBC certified. Oh, you was on that show, Nick? I know that the cameras came into the Indiana correctional facilities. What, did they ever catch you? Forget it. We're gonna talk about that when we do the interview, Nick. Again, Nick's gonna have a lot of stories for us from the other side. Ooh, how about that? I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, you got a shout. All my people get shout outs over here, man. Chris Abbott, what's up? KCS, hello from California. Hello from New York. So a lot of people always DM me, and you know, I felt I was gonna do the video like this, just without anybody. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to talk about these things live. Hey, brother. Hey, how you? Pinellas. Salute to the Pinellas, man. Macadocious. Thank you. Stone the guitarist. Get Texas. So I was going to do the video like I always do and then just upload it, you know, for an 8 o'clock premiere. Salute Mad Money. But I decided just might as well do it live, right? Because a lot of people ask me questions and, you know, and sometimes I don't get around to answering them. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard. And again, even doing these YouTube videos, it's like, you know, I have a wife, 3 kids, work. Hey, Calvin Jones, thank you for the donation, man. Donations coming in tonight, man. I appreciate it. Damn, showing love, man. Thank you, Calvin Jones. Thank you. Utica, Phil Pinella, I see you. So, my lives are better. All right, cool. So a lot of people ask me certain questions, like a lot of people, but this dude, one dude, Evan from Indiana, he asked me, thank you, Karen. He asked me, have you ever been cut or stabbed in prison? No. Almost though. So I'm going to tell you guys a story. Now, you're going to have to ride with me. Ready? This is a great story. This is a good story. I know you guys like my story, so here we go. So I'm in a medium security prison, right? talesfromthepen.com. Click merch and cups. But anyway, so I'm in this one prison. It was a medium. Brutal. Salute. Jew-man few. You here. So I was in this medium right now. In this medium, I was like, you know, I'm always, anywhere I went, most of the time I tell people that sports got me through prison, right? All sports, but basketball I was, you know, good in, but I was good in everything. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying. I was the quarterback on the football team. You know what I mean? 3-time back-to-back Heisman Award winner, but whatever, right? Center field and lead off in baseball, right? In basketball is the point guard. It's just the way it was. I was very athletic, you know, and that's the way it goes. So that's the way I always got by. So me and this one dude, he came to the jail, and he was pretty good in all things. Oh, Chill Will. Damn, bro. Thank you again, man. Another Jeff. Thank you for the damn. You guys are coming through tonight, man. Thank you, guys. Okay. Chill Will donated 4. He donated now $19.99. Thank you, Chill Will. Jeff, appreciate you guys, man. Born Free, peace. So, new subscriber, thank you, man. I'm glad you're here. So this one dude, he came and he was, he was into sports too, and he thought he was the quarterback. And, we was always on different teams, but there was always like a natural little rivalry between us, you know what I mean? So, he thought he was tough. So one day we were in the gym, right? So I went up, whatever I did, I went up, clapped boards on him, and, he fouled me, hit me all in my head. Now, you guys know, when they say jail ball, they mean jail ball. Like, jail ball is like you can barely use, unless there's blood and unless there's blood, like, there's no foul. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking ruthless, right? Excuse my language. So, they hit me on the face, man. I got me pushing you. What you doing, man? So he act like, dudes, yo, chill. He act like, yo, whatever. So I was like, all right, no doubt. We're going to call him A. Okay? So next time he came down, I let him go. And when he went up, I clotheslined his ass. Wow. He fell, jumped up. Dudes already jumped in the middle. Yo, chill. He's like, yo, after the game, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, whatever then. Whatever. We can do it now. Whatever. So, game pretty much ended up breaking up anyway. So I went, put my shoes on and stuff, changed a little bit. It was cold as hell. That's what happened. I had shoes on. It was cold as hell. I went, put my boots. I went outside. When I went outside, there was a bunch of crowd, right? Again, this was in this little medium security prison. So when I went outside, I seen the crowd, right? Now, my man Q was in the thing. My man Q was like, yo, just wait a minute. Hold on. I said, nah, fuck that, man. I'm going out now. Like, anybody that know me just know, like, just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not waiting for you to get dressed, man. I'm coming out right now. Man. That's it. So, being stubborn, right? So I went outside, and like I said, I seen a little crowd over here. So I was waiting for him to pop out from there. He didn't. He came from the right side. There was like a little dark spot over there. So he came around the corner. So I already knew. I was like, what's up? Like, we already knew what was going to happen. Boom. So I already knew he was lefty. Right? You know what I'm saying? He threw the ball lefty. He was lefty. So I knew already he was coming with that wild looping left hand like they all do, right? Some wild shit. So I just caught, you know what I mean? Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. I hit him like 3 times, swelled the shit up right away. I was giving it to him. And then I seen his man out the corner of my eye. Boom, he pulled out the big bone crusher. It was like some big brolic shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have went through me, right? So I seen him coming. I was like, oh, shit. I backed up a little bit. Dudes jumped in like, yo, chill, break it up, man. Yo, what y'all doing, man? Why you guys do that? Now, this other kid didn't like A either, the kid I was fighting. I was duffing him out. He ain't touch me. He didn't get nothing off. This other kid didn't like A. So he took it upon himself. So he creeped around the crowd. A was on the other side, and he tried to snuff A like, yo, man. Because they, again, earlier in the day had beef. Me and the kid was all right, the other kid, but he wasn't like he was sticking up for me, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they had their own little thing. And he just took this as, so he went around the thing and tried to, yo, fight me. Boom, try to swing on him. A started to fight. Boom, boom, boom. A cut him twice. Boom, boom. Right in his face. Dude's face just started blowing up. Shit started scattering all over the place. Blood everywhere. Shooting. Everybody broke it up, right? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get back around the corner because I'm still trying to get at Duke, right? I'm trying to stay away from this knife over here, but I'm trying to come around the corner and get you, right? So dudes broke it up. The police come. Everybody scatters. The kid that got cut, he went to the infirmary. He had to. He was twisted. And he went and told them. He went and told them what happened. He went and told them these guys were trying to jump Fred. And, and then the kid turned around and cut me. The other kid came, A came and cut me. Bomb. So they stitched him up and they came and got all parties involved, right? So like I said, it was a little medium. Anthony Michael, salute, man. 49 is faithful. He ain't trying to stab you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they round up all parties. Later on, they came to my, like, it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock. They came, boom, 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 pack it up. What happened? No, matter of fact, they took me. Right there, handcuffs. Boom, no pack it up. Come here, let's go. Put your hands on the wall. They cuffed me. Boom, took me to the box. And they pack your shit up. You know what I'm saying? The police pack your stuff up. So I go to the box. I'm like, what am I here for? Like, I'm just playing. I don't know what's going on. So they search me. I got to get on the wall. I got to get naked. And they want to take pictures to see if I don't got nothing. He ain't lay his hand on me. He ain't touch me. You know what I'm saying? But my moral of the story to that part is that he had a knife. He had a razor the whole time me and him was fighting. You know what I mean? Me and him went out for, maybe 20 seconds or something, but I was duffing him. Every time I tried, I was just duffing him. So, but the whole time he had a razor in his hand because when dude came up on him, he cut him right away. So he had it the whole time. So when people, so to the kid Evan, I almost got cut. So anyway, so the rest of the story is now, Queens, salute. Okay, Brooklyn, Queens. Okay, so now they got me in the box. I tell them, man, I don't know what's going on here. What do you have me here for? It was a medium, so it was a very small box. All of us were in there. Us three, the two dudes that me and was going to get, the dude I got it on with, the dude that was going to try to kill me and me were in the box. The dude that got cut was in the infirmary. Okay, he wasn't with us. It just so happened that the dude that actually tried to stab me, he was right across from the cell. So he knew what it was. I knew what it was. He said he don't know what he wasn't involved. He don't know nothing about it. I said the same thing. I don't know nothing about it. he was charged, right? Like they gave him a ticket. I told him, call me to your hearing. In other words, when you get certain infractions in the penitentiary, as they're called, tier 1s, tier 2, tier 3 is the highest level. He had a tier 3 ticket, right? Because of based on what the other kids said that, they were trying to jump and he had a knife. They didn't catch anything. I told him, put me as a witness. Now you also have like a jailhouse attorney. This is weird, right? When you get a ticket or an infraction in the penitentiary, you're able to fight it. Okay, it's like a hearing, but you go in front of a captain or a dep, somebody associated with the facility, and you're gonna get served anyway. Especially like if it's something against the officers, forget about it. You're done, right? You can verify that when we talk. So I told dude, so now you have what's called, they come to your cell. They're like jailhouse lawyers or whatever, and they're like inmate liaisons. And they'll come and they'll say, you got any witnesses to fight these charges, XYZ? I told them, put me down as a witness. I told the other kid, put me down as a witness A too. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So the kid that pulled out the knife, he put me down as a witness. Okay, so when we went to the tier hearing, he calls me as a witness. Now what happens is, check this out. Here's the dilemma, people. Ready? When you go to a tier hearing, right, and you have the chance to face your accuser, okay? So, in other words, he's saying, that this dude pulled this out and tried to get me. I came to that hearing and said, that ain't happened. We play basketball. This is my boy. Now, here's the thing. Some people don't like to call people to the hearings, okay? The other kid didn't call me. He should have. Because what happens is the guy who's being charged is sitting down. The other one comes in. Now, he asks him, can you ask him if I did this? The captain will ask you, hey, did you do this? Did he do this? That's how it is. I say, he wasn't. This is my boy. Me and him is cool. We played basketball together. I don't know. I left. I didn't even know that there was an incident. And then they came and got me later that night. I know nothing of this. Left the hearing, blah, blah. The kid beat the ticket. Sent him right back to population. I told the other kid to do the same thing. Yo, put me as a witness. But what happens is sometimes people, when they get into the same room, like just say I went into that room and while he's sitting there in front of this dep captain, in front of this hearing, just say I would have snuffed him. Because a lot of people, right? Let me ask you a question, right? And I want you guys to be honest afterwards, because I know you're going around whenever now. If you walk in and you know that guy tried to kill you with a knife, right? By show of hands, right? I can't see you, but would you set it off on him, right? If you see him like right there, he ain't got a knife, he ain't got nothing. Now you can just get yours back. Would you do that? I'm gonna wait 1 second here. They swole, they put you across. I just came from maybe, yeah. It was a small medium. It was only like 10 cells in the whole box, Big Swole. Look, Brutal Honest said nope, he wouldn't set it off. You see, because Brutally Honest probably knows the system. Big Swole, that's right. Big Swole said, I'll wait, I'll catch up. Boom, now, because it's right, exactly. Because what happens is, sometimes it happens. When the dude, I'll wait, I can get away with it. There you go. It's another thing. So when dudes come in the office, right, and if I would have just set it on them, bam, right there, bam, bam, automatically they know the story is true. Automatically, they're going to find this guy guilty, right? And automatically, I'm going to be labeled a rat, even though I was just going for mine. You see how the jail politics is? You see that? You know, there's some people like, I would set it off on them, but think about it, because now you're labeled a rat. Now, what happens also is, just say, right? For example, Young Wise, I let him slide. That's right, on rebound. Because what happens is now, just say I cut somebody. What? And the dude says Fred did it. Fred is going to the box. The kid that get cut is going to another jail population. I'm going to be in the box. But now wherever he go, he's going to be labeled a rat. Right? Because he told. And then what happens is when you tell on somebody that did something to you, you get what's called a separation. And in a separation, you're never going to see that guy again. So if you get cut and you can't get the dude back right there, you just got to tell him, hey, somebody cut me. I don't know who did it. Even though their selling got away, now you have an opportunity to get yours back because the jail system is very small. Everyone moves around. Are you with me? Everyone moves around. So there's going to come a time when the dude who did something to you is going to come through a jail that you're in and he won't see it coming. You see what I'm saying? They dog salute. So that's why when you go into a tier hearing, even if the dude did something to you, you can't set it off on him, no matter how mad you are, because that's what's known as dry snitching, y'all. So everyone that raised their hand, you failed the test. Nate Dog, let me show you something. You know what I'm saying? I see you in the building. This is real right here. You see this? You see it? This ain't staged. I didn't know you was coming. You know what I mean? Under the polo. That's how I rock. I show love. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Nate Dogg, 916. If you don't know his channel, please, people, go over and show him love. For real. That's what I do, Nate. That's how I do. Chill Will said I failed. So with Will, you would have seen. Salute always. See, Chill Will said I failed. Chill Will said he would have went into the room and set it on him. But here's the thing: if you know jail politics, though, I understand how mad you may be. But if you did that now, all of a sudden, that's like dry snitching. That's like saying that, yes, this is the guy that assaulted me. This is him right here. And automatically he's going to get convicted. You sending him to the hole. I'm just giving you the New York politics. You with me, Chill Will? You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people went in there and set it off. Didn't care nothing. Nah, I'm like, nah, that's not him. Nah, me and him is cool. He went to the population. They kicked me out the jail. Boom. But now I have a chance to I never did see him again. But I could have had a chance to. Do you understand? You go in there talking about somebody did something to you or something like that. You're never gonna succeed in the penitentiary. Stoner. All right, so some of the other things. So somebody else asked me, Sarah, Oregon. Sarah asked me, I hope you like that. I passed. That's right, Aunt Rose. You passed. My aunt said she passed. That's what's up. She said she wouldn't have assaulted somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. Cody J, salute from New Zealand, man. Thank you. You catching back in population. That's right, brutally honest. That's how it goes, man. Sometimes you have to take a step back to take 2 steps forward later. You with me? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. That's how the politics. So Evan from Indiana, I hope I answered your question. So again, Sarah asked me about petty things. She said that her uncle was in jail and he's seen people fight and go to war over pettiest things. And I've seen that too, CG. Okay, salute, man. I can't admit I dropped my duty belt. He fell in the shower. I slipped in the fight. Yeah, you see what I mean? Exactly. Right, so some of the pettiest things I've seen a war happen because let me tell you something. Okay, first of all, in Kaksaki, okay, when they called chow, they opened people's cells. They popped people's cells back then. This is back then. You would come out into the hallway, right? And usually, like dudes would like posture, it's 2 lines. So dudes would posture to stand in the front. So it'd be two lines, two dudes in the front and everybody else behind them. So when you go into the mess hall and you see who's the first people to come in and lead that house, you know that they like semi-shot callers. Does that make sense? You know what I'm talking about? Or they could be the opposite, the last two also, because some people, when they come out, they go right to the back of the line because they don't want nobody behind them. So there's two different mentalities. There's some that want to be seen who are out in the front, right? Same thing like in these street politics. There's few that's out in the front that want to be seen. So when they come in the mess hall and that first house, A3 is coming in, oh shit, who's the first two? That's because they usually the ones in the front. Yeah, this is my house. You with me? And then there's the two in the back who don't want nobody behind them because they killers too. You know what I mean? So it's a little differently. There you go. Brilliana says, I rock the back. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want nobody behind you. I get it. I understand clearly. So anyway, so these two Spanish brothers was up in the front, right? Boom, like this, posted up. And this other dude, 5% dude, he was new to the house too. He came to the front and stood in front of one of the dudes. Like as other people are lining up behind. So the kid was like, yo, push the bomb. What the fuck you doing? Boom. They just start fighting. And then the two in the front, it was like the Spanish dudes was, there was a little gang team, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't shout everybody out. I'm just saying gang team. And they started jumping the 5%. Bam, 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 bam. That's it. It was on. You know what I'm saying? The jail went to war, like the 5%ers and the Spanish dudes. He really won't sit in the front, even in church. That's right, Ambrose. I don't sit in the front. I don't play that. So, and a war broke out between the 5%ers, Kasaki, and the Latin brothers, all because the dude went and stood in front of the dude, man. I mean, wars where dudes was getting sent up out of there, giving new mouths. You know what I'm saying? Like the Joker smile. You know what I'm talking about? Like kilos, like just craziness. All because the dude stood in front of him. And then the other two jumped him, and then it became a racial issue. You know what I'm saying? Where was I? I was on the wall, playing the wall. Playing the wall. Why? Because which leads me to my next thing, because so many people, this isn't just one individual who writes these type things, but so many people ask me about survival in jail and what are the main things to survive and how to survive. And what I did in that last question, right? I played the wall. Rule number one, you go to prison, mind your business. Notorious, salute. Cody. IBN. I've been home a long time. Brutally honest. I started a riot in Elmira by accident. I'm saying, I believe it. Ito, did you always stand alone? Nah, I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes people say you can't trust anybody in jail, and but sometimes, there are dudes that you trust, you build bonds with, man. So no one's ever really alone. Does that make sense? Like I'm saying I'm alone, but I've always had a couple group of solid dudes around me. Always. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, rule number one, mind your business. That's rule number one. When you go into prison, right? You have to play your position. That's what you have to do. Like I've heard stories of dudes coming into jail or whatever, and especially like Raison and taking the phone, and no one could use the phone. I've seen it, but I've never seen no one come in the house and immediately do that, because the dudes that's there is gonna, it's always gonna be wars, right? You got to learn to play your position. That's number one. Number two is, like old timers told me, right? There's a few things that you have to stay away from in order to do a smooth bid. Because here's the thing. People do different kinds of jail bids, okay? Some people who've been in jail, maybe here. Italian Pride, salute, man. A lot of people here who've been in jail could understand this, that a lot of people do different kinds of bids. What do I mean? Just from the Pink Cup. I know Young Wise got his. It's my boy. So there's some people who go to jail and they have rough bids. In other words, they're always in trouble. They're always running around maybe robbing people. They're always running around cutting people. They're always running around taking people's commissary. They're sneak thieving. They're, and they end up having wars and most of their bids in solid. It's a different bid than somebody who's just smooth and gets through, don't get in any trouble, don't look for any trouble. Do you understand? There's two different ways you can do this. But my suggestion to people, like when these people ask me, right, is that number one, mind your business. Unless it has to do with you. And when it has to do with you, you have to stand 10 toes down. You have to be real about it. Because anything that you do in one jail will follow you to the next. 100%. So if you're a sucker in one jail, you can't go to the next jail and be a killer. It doesn't work like that. Because dudes that was in the last jail was like, that dude's a bird. Look at him running around here. Look, he got that chain on too. Oh, man. So, Rancho, thank you for the donation, man. Yeah, I don't do too many lives. You know, they always kicking me off these lives. So I very rarely, plus I don't really have to, you know, I just been back to work and kids and remote learning. This remote learning thing is bananas. Now in New York City, everybody, tomorrow, as of tomorrow, there's no more school. Everything is remote, which puts the city in a frenzy because you have so many people who, K-Rock, do you find behaviors in prison that you still do? Yeah, I'll get to that. Italian pride. Hard time if you know how to tattoo. You know, they're shutting the schools down, but now you have people that are home, single parents or parents or whatever, they have to work in the morning and their kids are home. So this is just a mess right now. They just announced it a little while ago, a few hours ago. New York City shut down, man. Officially shut down. Everybody's remote. There's no more going to school 3 days, 2 days on the computer. Mine was home anyway. Mine's been home. So anyway, so homeless in America, salute from Seattle, man. Kenyatta and Latin King get along with each other? Sure. They, you know, they got along. Italian is all doing time. Okay. Like I said, rule number 1, mind your business. If it don't got nothing to do with you, don't get involved with it. And here's the 3 things, and I always say this, people, but for some of the new people who may not have seen my old videos, there are 3 things you must stay away from in the penitentiary. 3. Number 1, you must stay away from drugs. If you are a dope fiend, you're gonna get caught, right? Because the dope fiends be in jail and they be nodding too, like nodding right in front of the police, talking about who told on me. Somebody must have dropped a slip on me. No, motherfucker. Your dumbass fell asleep in the mashed potatoes. You dumbass. Get out of here. Drugs. Even selling drugs, because the administration just it's too many rats, too many things. You can't do that too long because people get by selling drugs, but it doesn't last long. That's 1. So any drugs in any area, that's 1. Number 2, I was told don't get involved in gang activity. Don't get involved in gang activity because you're gonna have to put work in somewhere along the line. Number 3, okay, Mello just got picked by the Hornets. Number 3 is don't get involved in any homosexuality, homosexual behavior, because so much of that goes on in there too, and a lot, you know, and there's so much violence that erupts from that too. It's crazy. I'm sure Nick will attest to that. What goes on? I mean, some dudes fight for some of these, you know, whatever. I'm trying to be politically correct here, but some dudes fight over one, like they're in the streets, like, yo, I heard you were writing my girl. What? Yeah, I seen the note you wrote her. Yo, these dudes is crazy in there. I'm telling you. Like, I'm joking, but you know what I mean? Just trying to give y'all a laugh, but it's crazy, man. These dudes fight like dudes like they girls. Like dudes that like live dudes, like dudes that go on visits with their wife. You know what I'm saying? I talked about that before. Be hugging up on their wife while on the visit, kissing up on them. What's up, baby? And going back, you know what I'm saying? And sitting between dude's legs and getting his hair braided. You with me? It's the way it goes, you know what I'm saying? So those 3 things. To all the people who ask me, what are the things to survive? How do you survive in prison? Those are the 3 things. Stay away from drugs, stay away from gangs, and stay away from homosexual activities. And you can do a decent bid. You know what I mean? You can go in, get your head right, you know what I mean? Study a little bit, maybe take programs, you know what I mean? And do a different bid. Yeah, I was in the box in and out here and there for things I had to do, but I did a smooth bid because look, as I always tell everybody, never said I was no gangster, went in there, no gangster, never said that. I was always just stand up. If something happened, I'm there with my people and say, you violate me, that's different. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I got along. I was cool with everybody. Same personality I have now. Played sports and excelled at all sports. People like me. That's just some people. It's just the way it is. But again, yes, I've done stuff. I've had to go to the box. I've done a long time in solitary, several different times in solitary confinement. You know what I mean? Cody, born free. Salute. Let me see. Cody, what does it say? I reckon New Zealand jails are shit compared to over there. Nah, why isn't that message being shown? If you get something on credit from somebody in jail, credit for somebody in jail and you don't pay back and you agree to pay, you ask for paying blood. That's a fact, Notorious Vlog. How often do they let you play sports? It depends on what jails. Mediums, you can play every day. You can go out and play basketball every day. Medium security is the maximum. You might have gym like twice a week or something like that, but you can play in the yard for the other 3 days. It's like one day this, one day yard, one day gym, like that. So you can play sports a lot in there, man. But yeah, Notorious, if you get something on credit for somebody in jail and you don't pay it back, I've told stories about that, man. Dude gave one a honey bun, told the kid to give him back two. The kid didn't want to give him back two. It was like 25 cents, man. All in the eye, stabbed him all in the eye for 25 cents. Facts, big facts. Because it's not the money, it's the principle, and you can't let nobody violate you in there. You can't let nobody violate you because once one person violates you open the door. Everybody gonna violate you. Joseph, JD Davis, salute for the donation, man. Thank you, man. Much respect to you too, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I got a bunch of donations tonight, man. You guys showing me so much love. I appreciate it. Usually that's what happens. But you see, I don't be coming on live too much. I like chopping it up with you guys. But yeah, credit is big. Credit is big out here too, just for the record. Credit is big out here because when you're coming out from a certain amount of years and you're coming out like me, I had no credit. But every time I tried to get credit, I would always be denied because I never had any credit. You know what I mean? So, thank God I got somebody, hooking it up for me. Good friend of mine, Monet. Salute to Monet. Matter of fact, she got, if you guys need help with your credit, I'm serious. Wherever you are in the United States, I don't care if you're from North Dakota, I don't care if you're from Iowa, West Coast, East Coast, she will help you out. Her Instagram is Credit Excellence LLC. That's real easy. Credit, I'll put it down in the description, but Credit Excellence LLC, she will help you get your credit right. And, because credit is so important, man. And when you don't have credit and now later in life you want to get houses and all that, and it's difficult. But she helped me out. She looked out for me. Again, I know her like 25 years, so this isn't a plug. I'm not getting, there's no underlining phrase getting paid. Nah, none of that. I know her 25 years, to my boy FTK. Hit the like button. My Aunt Rose said, hit that like button, people. Having light bills credit too. Yeah. She'll teach you. Credit Excellence LLC. That's her Instagram. I'm gonna put it at the bottom for y'all. Again, I'm just doing this just to let you know. She helped me and she will help you. Good people. So yeah, credit on the inside is good, but credit on the outside is a lot better, Notorious. That's a fact. You see my hat, right, people? Tonight's draft night. Yeah, it is. And it sucks that every year that I look forward to draft night. Draft night, for people who aren't familiar with NBA basketball, means the lottery draft means that the people who suck and didn't make the playoffs, now they get high picks. They get to pick people, right? So the Detroit Pistons are in there every year. So that just tells you we suck, man. We suck. But I have high hopes for us. We're getting ready to come up this 5th pick right now. We're number 7. See what happens, man. So I had to rock, and you know what I mean? Bring that good karma, like I said, and rock my Nate Dogg shirt. Love the way you speak your information and everything is on point with no delays. My credit got screwed when I went inside. All my loans were defaulted from not paying. Cody, you got Instagram? Hit her up. Credit Excellence, just the way it's spelled. Credit Excellence LLC. I'm telling you, she'll hook you up. She don't be, she don't play games. Just tell her, Fred sent me. Done. I should tell her to come in this live. Yeah, so you can do a bid, man. You know what I mean? Again, if you mind your business, stay out of them things. Because if you get involved in any of those four things I talked about, you're destined to have a rough bid, man. Because people have rough bids. Some people do their whole bids in solitary confinement. And then, they deal with sensory deprivation and human deprivation. Like, they're released to society like animals. So my cat scared me a little bit. I'm like, wait, that's Misha, y'all. So, sometimes they kick you out. Like my boy, you guys seen them on my Instagram. My boy O is home. You know what I mean? And he came out from the feds. And let me tell you something. He came out. He had no ID. They didn't give him no ID, no nothing. And now because of all this Corona thing, they let him out, but he can't get ID until he has an appointment. I think December 4th or 5th. So they send him out in these streets, send him with nothing. Here, bye. Get out the jail. And he came home, and now he had to wait 5-6 weeks just to get an ID. And you can't do nothing without an ID, man. You can't do nothing without an ID. You can't get a job. He can't get a job. He can't do nothing. So what do they expect? Them likes, people, 69, 70 people in here, 37 likes. You know what I mean? So for me, they're setting them up for failure, man. I even tried to see it's nothing we could do. He has an appointment December 4th now, and and it's crazy. It's crazy how the system works, man. They just send these people out, and then they just expect for them to, to adjust to society on it. Sometimes it's tough, man. You know what I mean? I do what I can. That's my boy. So, it is what it is. But, I have a whole family. I have you know what I mean? I can only do so much. He knows that. It's love. It's always love, no matter what. Let's get to some of these. Let me see these, yeah. No, you see me? Let me put these glasses on. All right. I can't see, man. Let me give everybody a shout out who up in here. Again, thank you for the people, man, who showed love. Phil Panella, Rancho, you already know. G-Man, 49. Danny Cap. Man, I had to slide through and say what's up. Appreciate you, man. Never put out for gay. Of course not, man. That's why I don't really have too much hate. You know what I'm saying? Because people know. And anybody that know me know. I always been stand up wherever I was at. Have you heard Nord's remake of Rocky's Island? Could you rap did? Yeah, of course. Cody J, thank you, man. Let's see. Javier Roman. It's a weak draft. I know it is. I know, but I have to have something to fall back on. You know what I mean? Whoever they draft, I have to like. It's just the way it goes. Clarell Jordan, do you know anyone who did life but was generally happy? Yeah. Clarell Jordan asked, do I know anyone who did life but was generally, yeah. Yeah, I know this one kid, his name was Smiley. And that's what he had, 25 to life. The boy was always smiling. Nothing sweet about him. You know what I mean? We'll stab you in a minute. But, here's the thing about when you're doing life, right? Some people, Clarell Jordan, I don't know if I said that right there. Some people, when they're doing life, they become institutionalized, right? Even people who like me, because somebody asked did I bring stuff home. Of course, I brought a lot of stuff home with me, like wearing my shoes, shower slippers. I've spoken about this before. Wearing my underwear in the shower. Because somebody asked me up above, did I bring any of these traits home with me? Sure, man. Brought a lot of shit home with me. But when you're doing life, sometimes you don't think about the outside. Even again, I'm not even gonna say life. Even for somebody like me, I knew I was getting out. I would call my family like twice a week. They'd always come visit me no matter where I was at. But sometimes when I was 6, 7, 8 hours away, I wouldn't want them to come. I would feel bad that they got to come so damn far to visit me. You know what I mean? When it was an hour, I was an hour and a half away, like 2 hours. And excuse me. But when I was like 8 hours away, I would feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like to have them drive up there. That's just the way I was. So when I was further way up, they do maybe once a month, one every 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, but they would be here every week if that was the case. It was just me like, nah, don't worry. I'm good. I'm straight. You know what I mean? It's all good. Don't worry. And then what happens is you it's not like you forget home because you want to go home, but you're living a different life. You're living a life. You're in a different world. When you go into the prison system, as I explain to everybody, it's a whole different world, people. It's not you for you young kids. You can't call mommy and help you. Mommy's not gonna, mommy can only do so much. Daddy can only do so much, youngster. That's it. When you're in there now, you become part of a system as a whole, and you've been branded like a cow, like an animal. You get a number. You're no longer a name. You are a number. Numbers, blah, 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 blah. I had a 90 number. 90, blah, blah, blah. That's how I was branded. So I'm no longer a person. And sometimes when you're in there, and it's not that they break you, but you just become institutionalized. You become part of your surroundings. You have a routine. You know what I mean? And yeah, what's going on in the streets is good, but I gotta live here. So a lot of guys who do life, they know they're never getting out. And just say a lot of people be in the law library. A lot of people have a lot of time being in the law library because there's always a loophole to find to get your case. But some people have given up in life. Some people, when they've been dealt with whatever fate they had, decided to accept it. They decided to accept their fate and not fight it anymore and just start to live like everybody else lives. Does that kind of make sense? You become part of a world that is very different from the one you left, with different politics, where you can die for stepping on somebody's sneakers, but you can start a war by standing in front of somebody when you weren't supposed to. You see? So you become a part of that, and sometimes you leave the outside to the outside world. You call your family here and there, you know what I mean? Everything's okay, everything's good, okay. You hang up the phone. I'm back here, because once I hang the phone up, the reality is, here I am. Once them gates close at night, there's no phone calls. It's just you and yourself. You see what I mean? So you become entrenched into a whole different world. I hope I answered your question. I know sometimes I can be a little long-winded. Let's see. Yep, I think twice before violent, like you behave. Yeah, you do. You try to, you know what I mean? Because believe me, man, it's not worth it. You smack somebody and then they want to press charges on. It's always the ones that talk that bullshit too, right? It's always the ones that talk loud, and then you want to smack them. And then they're the first ones to call the police. Hey, he smacked me, and then I'm going to jail for 10 years. So to me, it's just not worth it. I just try to avoid any type of situation. That's the truth. Salute, Dave Wapp. What up, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, brother. Let me see. Chanel makes sense. Okay, good. I'm Sherelle. I'm glad. Clarell. I'm sorry. I'm glad I straightened that out for you. I know sometimes I freestyle. I just get long-winded, but I hope I brought it back to the point. Any chance you know T5, Tone 5 had a 99 number? I heard of that name. Even though you're in, you still think it affects the out? Yeah, of course. I don't ask. Even though yeah, of course. Man, I really like the New York Spree Killer. Oh, I watched it last night. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, Torres. You guys saw that one with Torres? Just from the pen. Hey, what's your thought on Lil Wayne getting caught up? If you don't mind me asking, Rancho. Thank you for asking that question. Oh, my brother Mike is in the building. I see you. I'm just trying to scroll up to see who else is here. So to my brother Mike, Justin, Jerome Garcia. Salute to Texas. Hope I ain't miss anybody. If I did, it's not on purpose. Watmanin, what do you want to interview? Wait, what do you want to do an interview with that is similar channels? I'm missing that question. Justin Dean, boom. I'm drinking. I've got a coffee and a cat chilling. All right, wait. We're gonna get back to that. Hold on. What's your thought on Lil Wayne? Here's my thoughts on Lil Wayne. Like, this not really my thing. I don't really talk, but Lil Wayne got caught in 2019 with a burner. Okay, now hear me. Now I do have a philosophy on this. Some of you are gonna agree with me. Ready? Check it out. He got knocked in 2019 with a gun, right? Coming off the airport, whatever, blah, whatever. The feds got him, right? Let him go. Almost a year later now, they charged him with that gun. And he's facing 10 years because he already got caught with a gun in New York and he only did 8 months. He could barely do that in 8 months. He struggled with that now. He did 8 months on Rikers Island for a gun. Right now in New York, it's a mandatory 3 years. You get caught with a gun in New York City, it's 3 years mandatory. Don't care if you're an actor. Don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? You get caught with a gun in New York City, it's 3 years. And now, being all this violence and everything that's going on in New York City is a war zone. We've had double the shootings that we've had from last year. Last year at this time to this time, we've had double the number of shootings, okay, than we've had. So now, these lawmakers, okay, they're starting to rise up. Well, number one is because they stopped the stop and frisk here in New York. So cops can't just profile you, can't just come out the car, throw you on the wall, like, get your ass on the wall, let's search you. They fully had that power here before. It's called stop and frisk. They can't do that anymore, right? So the police are trying to make like this is part of the reason. You with me? So now what they're trying to do is these guns, they're trying to write up a law now that would make every gun, instead of 3 years, 10 years, mandatory sentence. So now you have to think, when you put that gun in your waist and you leave your house, 10 years, automatic, if I get caught with this gun. They're trying that. They're trying to write the legislation now. So I'm not saying it's going to happen because it's 3 years now. I'm just saying, because of everything that's happened, and it's on the news every time now because of it, they're trying to promote that. So anyway, so back to Lil Wayne. So now Lil Wayne got knocked a year ago with this gun. So they decided to charge him yesterday, a year later. Here's my theory on that. Ready? The feds know they got him because the feds have like almost a 99% conviction rate. And I told you already, the feds is not like the state. The state will take a witness named Crackhead Larry, Crackhead Larry's been a witness on 5 different murder cases, right? And they'll put Crackhead Larry on the stand knowing Crackhead Larry did not see this homicide. But they'll arrest the guy and just bring him through the state system because they just want to drag him through, knowing eventually he may beat the case. The feds, that's not the case. When the feds come and swoop you, they got, like I say, they have the T's crossed and the I's dotted. Done. It's already done. So they waited a year and got Lil Wayne, right? And he's facing 10 years mandatory right now. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you really think he's going to do 10 years? Of course not. Here's my theory. Ready? Ready for this, people? My theory is that the feds want somebody close to Wayne. The feds need to get somebody that's very close to Wayne, and they want to send him to jail for a very long time. So they snatch up Wayne, face these 10 years. Do you want to do these 10 years? You got babies, you got all this, you got this. Do you want 10 years? Or are you going to give us? That's my theory. I could be wrong. I'm just, Rancho, you asked me, I'm telling you. That's my theory on it. My theory is that the feds want somebody very close to Wayne. We'll see if anybody close to Wayne goes down. Just remember I said that, because you guys remember, go back to a year ago when I talked about 6ix9ine, he was going to get off because they wanted to let all rats know, if you snitch, you won't go to jail for 40 years, right? I did say that a year ago. You guys know that. Just remember I said that. Police intelligent is an oxymoron, like stoppers love you for conversation, but not your back. Exactly. Sound theory, exactly. This is very sound theory. Trust me, the feds work different. The feds might be on somebody that can't get this motherfucker, but he's right next to Wayne. Fuck it. Let's charge Wayne for that gun we caught last year. Why didn't they charge him right away? Why didn't they charge him 2 weeks later? Why wait a year now and then charge the kid? Some type of motive. That's what I'm saying. That's coming from somebody who's been through all types of things, who's seen everything, who, I don't know everything, but And I'm telling you, that's what this smells like. Yeah, Cody. Yeah, it is. Phil, no way Wayne does even close to 10. That's right. Of course not. What, are you kidding me? His lawyer's already like, but he didn't show it. He didn't brandish it. Fans don't care. Like I said, they have their Rockets traded Trevor Reasons to Pistons for a first round pick. No, we got the first round pick. We got Trevor Ariza and a first round pick because we took his contract. We got their first, so the Pistons got their pick. We didn't give up a pick. Notorious. Oh, okay, hold on. We're about to pick. Oh, yeah, Rock. Yeah, just see. Pistons got Trevor Ariza. Hold on. Pistons got. Let's see who we got. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. What? Hold on a second here. Just make sure this is right. Anyway, we'll do that later. You remind me of Michael Rapp. Yeah, Johnny. We join the club, bro. Everyone. Fred, you are ready for this Tyson fight? Who do you got? Oh, Tyson and Roy Jones. That's crazy. I don't like to see that fight anyway. I'll be honest with you, but I got Tyson, man. I'll never go against Tyson. Killian, all right. So he's a point guard out of France. We got lefty kid. All right. I think Mike Tyson's gonna win, man. I think Mike Tyson's gonna knock Roy Jones out. I'm just saying. If you ask me, you ask me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. I love Roy Jones. Roy Jones is nice, and I'm just saying is. And we haven't really seen Roy Jones. Roy Jones may be in better shape, but I mean, have you seen Mike training? My God, Mike still looks like a damn killer. My gosh, have you seen Mike lately, y'all? Robert said, I thought ball. Yeah, me too. Boston Celtics. Feds expended all their options. They need a CI to write a chapter. That's right, of course. There's so many confidential informants, people. Like, people, I'm really pretty popping. I ain't seen you. Yeah, I seen you in a minute. What's going on, pretty popping? Nah, I never did. Brutally honest. Heard about him, though. Heard, official. Tyson gonna end up hurting Jones. I think so, too. I think that's what's gonna happen, man. Yeah, man, listen, man. Joe Valet, Nick Henry, Tyson's training visits are scary. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I heard a story that somebody tried to push up on Mike, because this is a story. I don't know if it's true. It's like you can check the internet, but I heard like when Mike went to jail, like Mike took a liking to a guy and people like this big dude in the jail was extorting the kid and Mike stepped up for him. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, what? Unless you got like real superior weapons, why the fuck would you challenge Mike Tyson? That don't even make sense. Mike is a destroyer, man. Even at this age now. Have you seen his training videos? My God. My brother was on the yard with Blue Boy when he killed Larry Davis. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that happened in Shawanga, really honest. Like I know as I'm telling you, you already know. I know what I'm talking about. It wasn't even for Larry, it was for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Larry stepped in the middle, like trying to yo, leave him alone. And then the kid stabbed him. The kid ended up stabbing him in the leg. Brutally honest. Like they were fighting already, and Larry was on the floor and he was kicking, and the kid stabbed him, and he stabbed him in the leg actually, and he bled out. A lot of people don't know. Your legs have some type of arteries, major arteries running through them. I know somebody who was charged. He was charged with murder on a police officer. Like somebody was going at it. It was in the house. The police came in the house, and when the police grabbed him, he pushed the police. Like he didn't shoot him. He pushed the police. The police fell, and he cut his leg on a mirror. His leg on a mirror, and he bled out and died. Homicide. Fact. So that's what happened. Yeah, brutally honest, of course. Yeah. How many penitentiaries have you been in? I've been in 9 altogether. Larry swung a cane at him. Yeah. Yeah, Larry used to have the cane, but a lot of people say that, that was just part of his thing. Like he didn't really need it. You know what I mean? Like he used to walk, he used to have the wheelchair too. Facts. Son of Sam, Big Turf is in Shawanga right now. Yeah, Son of Sam is there too. Son of Sam got dealt with too in Clinton. If you look at Son of Sam's interviews, he got mad cut on his face. He's like a preacher now, the Son of Sam. Facts. He's like a preacher. Like he has a radio show that goes out from the jail to people, and that guy has so many followers. The Son of Sam gets so much mail every day. It's so crazy. But he's changed his life to God now. All love. What mediums? I was in Mid-Orange, Otisville, and Adirondack. The rest were Maxes. Comstock, Clinton, Caxhaggee, the Green double bunk, Green Fishkill double bunk. I've been all over the place, man. Man, what's the worst 50? What's the worst 50? Son of Sam held it down when he got caught. He might have. My brother did 33 years. Damn, salute to your brother, man. I hope he's doing good. But I'm sure you notice he's a little different, right? 33 years to be behind the walls is really different, man. And you come home a little different. I know this dude, he was sniffing dope in there. He came home after 28 years. And he's out here sniffing dope, and it's just horrible. I live 10 minutes from Adirondack. That's where I came home from. Cecile, LA, love from the Bronx. Salute, Cecile. Thank you. That's right. Didn't snitch. Okay. Nick Henry's offenders. That vein in your leg, that is a target. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. But that's what happened. He stabbed out Larry Davis in the leg and he bled out. You know what I mean? I ain't with too much of the gossip. I'm just saying. Dude got 10 years, I think, in the box. And like 10 years added to his sentence. I mean, but that's the life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to tell people. You know what I mean? Like once you caught up in that life, that's it. You catch a murder charge in jail. Like you're never getting out of prison. You would die in prison with nobody around you, no family members at your bedside. You know what I mean? You may get a casket. You may get a plot. Doubt it. A lot of people die and then nobody claims them. They bury their ass somewhere on the ground, a little cross or something. True story. Is that really what you want with your life? Nah, it ain't what you want with your life. Adirondack is closed now? Oh, it is? I didn't even know that. People can't understand fully unless they've been, and you already know, man. That's the truth. That's why I try to paint pictures, brutally honest. I try to paint pictures. You know what I mean? I try to bring people into my world as best that I can. I'm not a professional at this. I try to paint pictures so people understand. You know what I mean? Without having to enter that world themselves. You with me? Sean Teller bled out from a gunshot to the leg. That's right, Calvin. Sean Teller. Ex-U, Miami. My wife graduated from there. Got to throw the U up. You know what I mean? Sean Teller was a beast. Safety, Washington. But anyway, you're doing a great job. Thank you, man. Channel Live. Yeah, no doubt. Coronavirus. Michael Weinstein described the Comstock situation. I always just talk about Comstock, man. Comstock was a war zone. Number one, it was a war zone, but it was the dirtiest place I ever been. Rats, mice, cats, bats, big water bugs, like super ninja water, not just regular water bugs, like some super ninja water bugs. You know what I mean? Crawl on you in the middle of the night. Every morning before I get off my bed and go right in, put my boots on. You gotta clap the boots. Make sure there's no water bugs and definitely no mice and rats inside your boots. Facts. Not making shit up. Anybody that's been in Comstock could comment. Comstock was disgusting. Hated that place, man. I ain't stayed there that long. It was cool. It was fine with me. Went to another Maxi Max box, but then they shipped me way the fuck up. In Canada. You know what I'm saying? But again, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Joe Valley, if anyone got bit by rats? Hell yeah, ate by them, not ate or ate them? Oh, I don't know. I never heard no stories like that. Yeah, people used to get bit by rats and mice. Hell yeah. Yeah, all the time. That's how I knew to wring my boots out. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the thing. You put your foot in the boot and the mouse is in there. It's just natural. It's gonna bite you. Facts. Comstock was bad. A lot of spots were bad, but Comstock to me was the dirtiest. Swear to God, they even had bats in there. Swear. Bats flying past your fucking. I'm like, Lord, forgive me for my sins. Let me make it out of here alive. No rabies. It was crazy. But this is what I be trying to, this is why I do what I do, man. You know what I mean? I mix in a little bit of this, but you know, the moral of the story is don't go to jail. You with me? The moral of the story is, man, unless you know, you're ready for it, and you're never ready for jail. Never. You're never ready for it. There's nothing you can do to prepare. Nothing you can do to prepare for jail. You can take some advice from people. Like I said, do things, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. But it's all in how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you respect people, they're going to respect you. If you disrespect people, you're going to get disrespected. You go in like a tough guy, you're going to have to prove it. Play your position and mind your business. That's a fact. Nah, I've never been arrested since a kid. Can't do it now. That's right. Marnay. Fred used to, there she is too. Oh, look, Ma. Big Ma, I shouted you out earlier. And she's in the chat. Y'all was asking me about the credit. Credit Excellence LLC on Instagram. There she is right there, Marnay. So you got any questions? Like I said, just hit in the DM. She'll hook you up. I'll tell you. And it ain't no hookup thing. She ain't doing nothing. I know her 25 years. That's what we do. Let's see who else is up here. Calvin, Jake Reese. Do you still eat ramen noodles? Hell yeah. That's the one thing though. Only thing that I eat, like for me, like I tell people, Little Debbie's, I can't eat Little Debbie's. I see Little Debbie's, I can't do it. Tired of Little Debbie's, tired of Swiss rolls, tired of, you know, all them little stupid cakes that Little Debbie had. I don't mess with Little Debbie's. Ramen though, that's my shit. Even my daughter loves it. My dad be like, my daughter be like, Dad, can I get a crackhead soup? You know what I'm saying? She knows the name. It's crackhead fucking soup. Hell yeah, you can get a crackhead soup, baby. 10 cents. They're like 20 cents. I don't even know. We just get the box and shit. But yeah, I do. I eat a lot of ramen noodles. I put it with stuff. We were gonna do some cook thing, you know, me and Mac. We're still gonna do something. It's just again, man, shipping crazy, shipping hectic on his side. My man Mac Mean. You guys know Mac Mean. That's my boy. Shout out to Mac Mean. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to War. Shout out to all these dudes doing on Killer Cow. All these dudes doing these channels, man, trying to do better. Salute to all of them, man. I went to the Scared Straight program at Comstock. Steve O'Donnell. I hope it worked. You did that was the disgustingest place ever in the fucking history of life. I told you guys the story of my ninja mice. I've told you this on one, because not everybody can watch every fucking video, but I have a story of ninja mice on Comstock. I told you guys, let me tell you. So in the middle of the cell, we used to put a line, okay, from the gate, you with me, to the back of the cell, okay? And what we used to do is maybe hang a towel, hang some clothes on the line. It was like a clothesline. You with me? So in Comstock, you used to be able to leave the mess hall and take 4 pieces of bread with you. That's all you can take. You take your utensils, you go through, you drop your spoon, metal spoon, you drop it in the plate. As you're leaving, the police got to look to make sure, because if you don't have a spoon, you're going to the box. That means you did something with your metal spoon that you picked up when you came in the mess hall. So you could come out and you have 4 pieces of bread. Okay? Where can I get your merch? Robert Brown, you can get it. You go to talesfromthepen.com. I've been neglecting it, tell you the truth, but talesfromthepen.com, and there's a merch tablet. Click the merch and it'll bring you to my merch. I got some sweatshirts on there. I'm about to order some sweatshirts too. I got the Carolina blue one up there. You know, my favorite is the green. If you're going to get a sweatshirt, people, get the all green. That to me is the best one. But I have my cups up there. Anyway, so that's where it is, Robert. Talesfromthepen.com, like on Google. Click that merch. Boom. Take you right in. So you could take 4 pieces of bread out of the mess hall. Okay? You with me? When you bring it back to your cell, you put it in a little plastic bag. Okay? And because the mice were so serious, you couldn't put it in your locker. Because at 1, 2 in the morning, he hit you. Little motherfucker. Start kicking the locker. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to kick the locker and jump back on the bed and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Big 6'3" motherfucker. I'm around gangsters and killers, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'll kick the lock and I jump on the bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't fuck with the mice. But anyway, so So what I used to do is I used to take it in a bread bag, right? And I used to hang it. Hear me now. Understand. Wait, somebody said they can't hear me. Can everybody else hear me? Jim Burns said, Fred, you ever been stabbed up? You see, you got to go back, Jim Burns, and watch the beginning of the video. You see, he asked the question. I know you must have just got here. That was one of the first questions I asked about getting stabbed. Never been stabbed, but I do tell a story. I've almost been stabbed a few times. We'll get into those at a later date, but I told one a little while ago, Jim. So anyway, so now I would take the bread bag and put it in the middle of the line that was suspended in the air. Understand me? It was suspended from the gate to the back of my cell. One night I wake up, I hear them motherfuckers. These motherfuckers crawled across the fucking clothesline. It's like a clothesline. It's just you take sheets, time, like not, just pieces of sheets. So it's just a line, small line, like shoelaces. These motherfuckers crawled across the fucking line like fucking tightrope fucking acrobats. These motherfuckers, and they went up in the fucking bread bag. It was eating, and that was suspended in the middle of my cell. This is how ruthless the mice are. The damn mice run Comstock, y'all. The damn mice. The motherfuckers was in my, like, I had it suspended in air, so they couldn't get to it. They're like, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm saying, you think you the first punk motherfucker to put bread on a line? Fucking mice are smart, bro. That's why I call them ninja mice. Facts. I swear to God, because I know a lot of people. Sometimes some people have heard these stories, but I know I got a lot of new subscribers and a lot of videos, and you can't watch all 60 of my videos. I get it. You know what I mean? Pick and choose, but that's a 100% story. And even I started to write a book, and that was part of the name of the first one of the chapters, Ninja Mice. You heard the story. This is like the second or third time I'm telling it. But swear to God, these motherfuckers like fucking acrobats. Fucking got this motherfucker. Motherfuckers. I was scared of them motherfuckers too, man. Fucking roaches and it just does something to me. Roaches, water bugs. It's just not my thing. We don't have, you know what I mean? We don't have none of that shit here, right, Misha? Misha, right? The motherfuckers try to come up here. You know what I'm saying? We got a killer in the building. Nick Henry, what you got on my bread? That's why they use them for research. Yeah, they smart, man. For real shit. 4 main places to avoid if you slip up: Green, Attica, Comstock, Southport. Facts. I was in Green, double bone boxing. I was in Comstock out of that. You know what I'm saying? Clinton too. Katsaki, you must add Katsaki to that list, Michael Weinstein. Number one, actually. Katsaki is number one to me on that list. You got Green, Attica, Comstock. You must put Katsaki. It's 1,000% the wildest jump in New York State. Yo, Fred, was it flag or tackle you played? Yo, Calvin, it was supposed to be flag football. Calvin, he's talking about football. Calvin, it was supposed to be flag football. You know what I mean? But what we had was you would, and as you're hitting them, you take the flag. You know what I mean? So it was like a rough flag institution. Some places play tackle. I'm just saying, but some places like, and what we have if we were playing flag was the sideline was live. In other words, you catch a pass and you run it down the sideline. You don't have to go for the flag. You can just tee off on a motherfucker. So, you run it down and Ronnie Lots coming at your ass. Yo, it was serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, certain spots had tackle also, but it was only like one spot to ever, like, most jails just play flag. You know what I mean? Green Haven had it. I think that's it. Other than that, it was flag. But it wasn't just flag like your local fucking park league. Hey, grab the flag. No, it was let me fuck you up, slam your ass to the floor. Look, ref, I got the flag. I got him. This motherfucker got a concussion, but look, I got the flag, ref. Let's see. Clinton was like that also. Yeah, Clinton was like that, man. Clinton was Clinton was ruthless, but I liked it. It was the first place I ever went that had a TV. You know what I mean? I had a TV in my cell, so I used to listen to crazy things. I used to listen to shows, and you see, when I was in the box, I used to have holes in the walls, and one of the channels was like Channel 2, and they used to play sitcoms. So The King of Queens, Friends, uh, uh, those shows, I used to listen to them before I actually even knew what the characters looked like. And when I was in solitary, like I said, right by the toilet bowls, they had 1, 2, 3 holes in the wall. You with me? One of the holes in the wall, and when you get to level 2, they give you a pair of headphones. So you got to be good on level 1 for 14 days. They give you a pair of headphones. You move up to level 2. Now on level 2 and 3, you have headphones. So we used to have 3 holes in the wall. One of them used to play like TV. One of them used to be like a pop fucking channel. One of them used to be like a rock channel. Like they would switch the channels up, right? But one of the channels was TV, and I used to listen to the TV like as if it was the fucking 50s and 40s, whatever, and listen and imagine the characters. I didn't know what they looked like. So when I ended up in Clinton and I got a TV, when I put on Friends, I would be like, oh, like I didn't know what the characters looked like. Or King of Queens, I'll be like, oh, that's and I recognize the voices and who they were. You know what I mean? So that was one of the first spots. If somebody asked me about Clinton, that was one of the first spots I got a TV in. You know what I mean? Because you used to just have to listen and imagine what these people look like, But anyway, you guys got me reminisce. Ulster Correctional. Oh, that's more of a reception. I got my family, my money to be made. That's right. Shawanga. Yeah, Shawanga's wild too. But a lot of those type of places are close to New York. The closer to New York, usually the better. What do I mean New York? I mean New York City. The 5 boroughs. You know what I mean? If you move to a jail that's only an hour away or hour and a half away and your family can visit you all the time. When you're in a jail that's 9, 10 hours away, you know what I mean? So usually the closer to the city, the less wilder, if that makes sense for most jails. Let's see. You get sleep in there? Not really, man. I don't get sleep now, too, Jeannie. Facts. Wait, I'm just trying to make sure Frank Silva watching out of Houston. Salute, man. GH fan. Rikers is strict. COs put bets on games. Yeah. Dave Wapp said police put bets on games. Yes. Hell yeah. When you were playing football, there used to be times I used to have to leave visits. I'm not lying. Like the game is that Saturday at 1 o'clock. I'm on a visit. You know what I'm saying? We and mediums you can only get visits Saturday and Sunday. That's it. You can't get visits during the weekend in medium security. So I be on a visit. You know what I mean? And the dudes, your friend, make sure you here. Make sure I'm just saying. I'm just telling you guys. I don't want to feel like I'm backing myself up as a 3-time Heisman Award winner, but whatever. So I used to have to leave visits at like 12:30. You know what I mean? Go back, get searched, let my family leave because the visits are over at 3. The game would be over if I stayed the whole time. You know what I mean? Because bets was prevalent too. You know what I mean? I used to get hit off here. You know what I mean? A net bag full of cigarettes. Motherfuckers done made 1,000 packs. Here, Fred. I ain't smoke, but I would do stuff with it. You know what I mean? Facts. I ain't lying. Sports is big in there. Sports is like huge in there. To get really, Gowanda is the furthest. Might as well be on the moon. Cigarettes was the shit. Yeah, they used to that. They stopped smoking, I think, after I left. But back in the days, like you could cigarettes was the currency. Like I seen little Vice things where ramen noodles is currency in certain jails. Well, with me, it was cigarettes. Cigarettes is currency. That's a fact, really. If you had cigarettes, you go to the barber shop, you get the barber pack of cigarettes. You know what I mean? You want stuff from the mess hall. You want to get pepper. You want to get some onions. You want to get from the mess hall. You want to get a quart of milk every 3 days. You know what I mean? You get a contract with someone in the mess hall. You get them a couple packs a week. And, you know, every few days he's bringing you loaves of bread, onions, pepper, whatever's on your list. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. So currency was the cigarettes in there. Facts. Did you smoke weed in there? Nah, Caitlin. I'm not in, you know, it's never really, you know, people used to smoke weed in bottle paper up there, Caitlin. Caitlin asked me. People used to smoke weed in bottle paper. When they do that, I just step out the way. I did not want to get struck by lightning. Lord, forgive them for they have no clue. You know what I mean? I used to pray for these people. Smoking right in the bottle of paper. Somebody asked me. I think every prison in the U.S. got rid of cigarettes. Oh, yeah, good. I didn't like it. I told you. Y'all seen the 23-and-1 video I did with Josh? You heard that story. That was real. I ain't let that motherfucker in my cell. You can't come in my cell. You can't come in here. You smoke? He said, yeah. I said, you won't be smoking in this cell, mister. You're a good dude. Thank you, National Jones. I appreciate it, man. Hard checks like, nah, Frank. Let's see, Mike said, did you come into contact with any of the Black Panther type? I knew Herman, is it Herman Bell? Yeah, Herman Bell. I knew Herman Bell a little bit. Food Bandit story. Nah, we ain't know about that. PA allows e-cigarettes. Oh, it's probably big in there and probably currency in there. It's crazy for that. Double D, all good. Tim Bibbin, salute. Sal Bankroll. Let me see. Somebody said behavior. I didn't see, but I heard Mother Love got stabbed. Mother Dear. Oh yeah, I never met the dude, Mother Dear, but yeah, he got stabbed up in Clinton, thrown off the tier. They actually block on the third and second. They have mesh now, because back in the days, people would fight or stab somebody and they throw them off the third tier. Dead. You're done. You're gonna fall from the third tier, which is high, and you're gonna break your neck. You're gonna die. That's what happened to Mother Dear. Mother Dear did something to the wrong person. Somebody asked me that. I don't even like talking about that dude, but. And he got thrown the fuck off. But now they have guards for that purpose because of what happened to that dude. He was just a straight rapist. But the thing is that, you know, a lot of them dudes did it to people that they knew they could get away with, or some people would really want it. Like, not rape. I'm saying, like, you know, go to him, hang out with him, and you know what I mean? So there's more to the story with that dude. Sometimes when I talked about that, like, we're talking about prison rapists, I do it in a way so that these kids understand that it's not a game. You know what I mean? It's not like I've never seen it in front of me, right? Like I've never seen, because those dudes is predators too. What's the difference if you rape this or rape that, right? You're a rapist. So a lot of people be like, oh, them dudes would get dealt with too. You know what I mean? That's why they're notorious, because they you know, they went out when they did get approached. I know a guy who was in Clinton 1997 solitary. He saw Joe Rifkin. Oh, the serial killer? Yeah, Joe Rifkin, he's in like a special program. A lot of them dudes go in special programs that they don't really be in population like that. You know, because they come, you know what I mean? Because when you have a notorious case, they try to keep you separated. Facts. Greenhaven is 2 hours away. Clinton is 8.5, 9 hours. That's a fact, Dave. So there's a big difference. Greenhaven, you know what I mean? Not that don't have, happens everywhere. Gangsters and you get killed, stabbing. But the further you go, it's like, and the closer to your family, you may want to chill. Like, damn, I don't want to have to go back at 9 hours away. You know, I'm an hour away from my family. My pops had his own basketball team. I believe it. I probably knew him. I probably was on it. Probably was the point guard. Who was your cooking partners? Oh, I never really cooked myself, only a little bit here and there. You know, if I'm in myself, I could cook one man's. I call them one man meals. Right, Dave? I call them one man meals. I make something for myself, a little bag of rice. You know, they have the bag of rice, boil it, throw some chili with it, done, you know? But sometimes I would have somebody. It depends on what spot I was in. Like certain mediums, I would have somebody like cook. Like somebody who really was a good cook, but he had no family. He had nobody sending him anything. So I would give him the food. You know, me and my boy, you know, like my boy Tom, we used to work out Otisville. And by the time we come back from the yard, our meal is ready and ready to go. And he would eat too. Like we give him all the food to cook. And every day. That was his, not his job. Like he wasn't, you know what I mean? That's what he did. He was, you know, older dude. He ain't have nobody, so he would eat. All he had to do was cook. You understand? So I had a lot of that too. And in certain spots like Clinton, I would just go to the yard and you could just, like when you go to the yard in certain spots like Clinton, you can go on courts. They have courts, and like the Jamaican dudes, they be over there making patties and roti. You know, the Spanish dudes over here, they making fucking empanadas, fucking rice and beans. You know, you had, you know, all races and everyone had their own courts, and you can go to the yard with cigarettes and get anything. Let me go get that chicken and rice from over here with that can of soda for these 2 packs. Bam. 25. Oh man, who just sent me some love? Hold on now. Somebody sent me some love up here. Hold on now. I can't see who that is. Oh, that's my guy Jay Swayze. You sent me an email. I watched the video. Okay. Thank you, brother. I'll check the email, bro. I definitely salute to Jay Swayze, man. Thank you for the donation. You guys know Jay Swayze. Go check him out on Instagram. Go check his beats out if you're an up-and-coming artist, anything like that. His beats are crazy. Let me see. Let me get to some of these. Let me make sure I got everybody, man. So I don't want nobody. Liz, for you, it's nighttime over here in Northern Europe. Night. All right. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate it. Robert Brown, 15. Robert said ramen is 15 cents in the pen. It's definitely not currency. Yeah. But I'm seeing, I was watching some shows and they were acting like it is. Let's see who else. Proud Army Wife, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Dre, Quebec, still allowed smoking? Oh, okay. Salute to Quebec, Dre. Double D. Taggart County allowed smoking because we'll have to give cigarettes to the indigenous people. Okay, Double D. Let's see. Yo, man, listen, it's about that time, y'all. I just wanted to come up here. Chicken wings. Yeah, I used to put chicken wings, and I used to love chicken wings. I just wanted to come up here because, you know, every 8 o'clock, every Wednesday. Wait, somebody said something about Shine? Wait, you ever run into Shine while you were down? No, that's crazy, you know? I just seen a little thing about Shine. Okay, you know the incident of Shine shot up the club. Again, salute Jay Swayze, man. Thank you, brother. He shot up the club, right? Went to jail. He did 10 years, 12 years, something like that. And Shine got deported out to Belize, right? But he got deported out to Belize. Do you know that he just got elected to like more or less like their Congress, their Senate there? Shine is now like a high-ranking official. Tim asked me about Shine. No, I never did. Shine was in APPU in Clinton. He was in like the protected part. He wasn't in population. The rest of us. He was a star. You know what I mean? His case was high profile. J-Lo, Puffy. So they put him over there. You know, like they did Tupac over in what's called APPU. It's like a separate unit. When they come through, you got to get on the wall. Like you can't be in the hallway with them. They have their own. You know, they come to mess up by themselves. Like protected more or less. So yeah, Shine was there. But the moral of the story is you could change. You could definitely change. You see that Shine did all this time, went out there, and he's a politician now. He's on the Senate. Facts. He got elected to like a high position too. Let me see what else we got. Damn, I miss all these people. Pretty Pappin. Didn't know that. Yeah, fact. Yeah, I seen that. She's crazy. And like they run the main yard. Lockdown is fine. Did anyone approach you in jail and say they want to suck your toes? Yo, snipers, get this guy out of here. Did anyone approach you, ask you to suck your toes? Fucking bozos. Let's get this guy out of here. I got him. Where's my snipers at? Trying to snipe these bozos when they come up in here with this bullshit. There's PC and AC big yard difference, but people will talk shit. Yeah, facts. Brutally honest, block it. You already know, brutally. You already know. Let me throw you a wrench, man. You see some of these brutally. When you see some of these dudes come up here with this bullshit, you know what to do. Hold on. I'm trying to fit. I don't know how to work this stupid ass computer. Hold on. Boom. Bully, I hit you off, man. When you see somebody come up in here with some, I usually don't get too many trolls, too many haters. Yeah, once in a while, it's a couple of my videos. Yeah, and you missed it. It's all right. I know Angie on point with a fucking sniper rifle. Yeah, and Rose, you too. Come on now. So with Polo in the visitor room with my man, I appreciate it, man. Robert Brown, I would love to have sniper dads. Was trying to order some of your merch. What is yours? Oh, Robert Brown. Yeah, like I said, you got to go to the talesfromthepen.com, and then on the side you'll see merch. When you click the merch, it'll take you to my site. The trolls got to be losers, folks. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes even positive, the most positive. Even when I went shopping for like Puerto Rico, right? You guys remember that? I put shopping carts full because dudes donated. You guys remember? It's on my channel in case anyone wants to see. I went, filled up my shopping carts, and I brought them. I have a video up of bringing it to my daughter's school, all the bags and stuff. Just doing positive. And man, people are like, dislike. I'm just like, it's like 10 people dislike. I'm just like, why could you dislike it? People are just like that, man. I saw someone, ooh, that's tough, son. People are just like that. You can never please everybody. You got to realize that in life, people. You can never please everybody. You know what I mean? There's always going to be haters, and there's always going to be them little sneaky haters, with 3 subscribers in their channel. You know what I'm talking about? And they just hate. They're like, why is this guy? How does he have almost 13,000 subscribers? Dislike. Fucking bozos. Get out of here. Smack somebody. Big Kevin, Sing Sing. Stand up, man. Come home soon. That's right. Come home soon, Eddie. Nah, I appreciate it. Everybody hit that like, man. Listen, man. Was it common for prisoners to hook up with female guards? I heard a story while back in prison of 3 guards. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that in Baltimore, pretty popping. Dude had 3 female guards pregnant. Yeah, he was like a big kingpin in Baltimore, right? Pretty popping. I already know. You see? I would have sniped that. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, I said. I don't know, Steve Astor. I might have, Michael. Free Paul Clark. Okay, free Paul Clark. Yeah, all the time. There's especially on Rikers Island. Not really upstate. Well, once in a while you'll meet like a civilian because they have in the upstate towns. They have people that actually work in the facility. Maybe they work in the commissary. They work in the package room. But sometimes they're very intermingled with certain inmates, and then you get familiar with them, and so yeah, I've seen it happen a lot. Oh, and snipe somebody. That's right. That's right. Brutally honest said my man was a CO on Rikers. Yeah, so he'll tell you the stories, bro. It was crazy. Did you wrench me or no? Of course, I got you, bro. Just start sniping these motherfuckers, Double D. Anybody come in here. You see, I don't get hate too much, man. Like I said, you got 1 or 2 bozos that come in here, man. But anyway, you already know, man. I hope you like this 8 o'clock session, man. Wednesdays, every 8 o'clock. I'm going to put up a video. I'm not going to say it's live, but I'm going to put up a video. I'm going to put up interviews. Maybe I'll do a couple lives, in between here and there, man. But I just wanted to show you guys some love because I know I said every 8 o'clock. And today I took off. I've been working 8 straight days. And today I said, you know what? I'm taking off. Keep them coming. I appreciate it, man. Double D, you see it? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Let me. All love, man. All love to everybody here, man. I appreciate you guys. Where's Jay Swayze? Are you in here? Did I give you a wrench, bro? Where's your wrench, man? Let me give a couple people some wrenches up there, man. You already know, man. Pretty popping. I got you. Let me see who else. Me and my man Dave. Where's Dave at up in here? Man, so many. I'm trying, guys. There, Dave. Let me get my man Dave right here. Boom. This way, anybody come up here with some bullshit. You guys know I'll put a bunch of people, man. I'll put some more next time, man. Listen, man, everybody, I'm going to go watch this draft. I just wanted to come on, make sure everyone was all right, chop it up with everybody. Look, you already know. I come up here for a half hour. Look, I'm up here an hour and a half. And, oh, Jay Swayze, let me Let me give you let me throw this fucking wrench at you, bro. Fucking start smacking people when they come up there, PNJ. I love you guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put another one up in a few days, or maybe I'll go live in the next few days, man. You guys already know I love you guys. I appreciate all the new subs, Frank Silva, Caitlin, everybody, man. You guys have a good night, man. You guys know the motto he brings. I appreciate he bring us beats. I appreciate it. Yes. Listen, man. Everybody, you know the motto, man. Experience is the greatest teacher. But somebody else's experience could be just as valuable if you pay attention and listen. And on that note, people, cheers. I see you, National. On that note, people, salute. Fred White, I'm out.